The wind roared in my ears as I stood on the edge of the cliff, its icy fingers daring me to leap into the unknown. Just a week ago, my world had shattered into pieces, leaving me feeling like a ghost in my own life. I had lost my job, my relationship had crumbled, and I felt like a shadow of who I once was. The thought of giving up whispered sweetly in my mind, but as I stood there, I realized that fear wasn't my enemy, it was the spark I needed to ignite my courage. As I stared out over the vast expanse of ocean, the waves crashing below seemed to mirror the chaos inside me. But in that chaos, I found a strange sense of calm. I remembered the stories of people who had faced insurmountable odds, only to rise stronger and more determined. I thought about how fear often paralyzes us, but it's also the first step in any real transformation. It was time to turn my fear into fuel, to let it propel me into a new chapter. I took a deep breath, feeling the crisp air fill my lungs, and stepped back from the edge. I realized that jumping wasn't the answer I needed, it was the fight to rise. I spent the following weeks rebuilding my life, piece by piece. I found a new job that challenged me in ways I never imagined, and I reconnected with old friends who reminded me of who I was before the storm. Each step forward was a leap of faith, and each triumph, no matter how small, was a reminder that the horizon was mine to reach. Standing on the edge that day taught me that fear is not the end, it's the beginning of our flight. It dares us to move, to change, and to believe in the strength we often overlook. From tragedy, I forged a new path, and in doing so, I discovered a resilience I never knew I had. So, whenever life seems to push you to the brink, remember that it's just the start of a journey you are brave enough to take.